¿Qué pasa, mi gente? Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about a really interesting topic that came to mind literally 5 seconds ago, roughly, because I jot down all these ideas into my Yap folder, which usually go into making Yap videos for short form, but I figured now I should be doing Yap videos for long form. But you let me know if you like these videos at all. Put it down in the comments. But my name is Pedro Millán. If this is the first time we're meeting, I literally own 2 different SMMAs that both do multiple 6 figures overall, and I have 50 million views to my name, 100 book appointments, and a Grammy with one of the campaigns we did. And I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to make better videos. And in this video, we're doing a Yap video. Yap videos are absolutely astronomical for all of my growth, mainly because they're so easy to make. And they're essentially just videos that you talk on a consistent basis. Literally, I'm just gonna give you the concept and then I'm gonna talk about this video that I literally just made a title and thumbnail for. So Yap videos are roughly driven by 4 different content buckets, okay? The first one is life advice, which is essentially anything that you could provide value to your specific people, to your specific niche about stuff that you already know, as a 29-year-old, me being 29 years old, or a 30-year-old, 45-year-old, 50-year-old, whatever, in that specific niche. Very simple. It would be like, for example, here are the top 29 rules that I learned as a 29-year-old turning 30. I'll probably make a video along those lines overall. The next one is essentially observations of society. It's roughly things that you can get like an initial emotional reaction from, whether people either agree or they disagree. Whereas in the sense of like how relationships should be, how money should be spent, how people should be traditional or more modern when it comes to living, or the way they do relationships, how you should treat a lover, these things. Like things that happen in society on a consistent basis, but overall, you're just basically providing your own interpretation and something like an opinion that you're willing to die on the cross for. So that's number 2. An example of that would be, I'm not necessarily saying this is my opinion, but an example would be a campaign that I did for a client was that what should people pay for during a wedding event. And it was like, traditionally the man pays this, and then traditionally the woman pays this. I actually did this for one of my clients and it went stupid viral, but that's because people are like, oh, I don't know if that should be true, or like, I don't believe in that, like hate emoji or dislike button if there was one, right? Anyway, you get the point. The next one is essentially traveling and city. So essentially anything that you notice within any of your travels. Like, I'm particularly somebody who travels a lot. Like, I literally go to different countries on a consistent basis. Sorry, not countries, cities. I go to multiple cities literally every single year. As of December, going into January of 2026, as of recording this, I'm literally about to go to Puerto Rico, then I'm about to go to Honolulu, then after that to Connecticut, then to New York, then back down to Miami overall to go back to California, okay? So I travel a lot. I could literally do videos based off my observations on my travel, right? I've done multiple videos on them via short form or long form, basically telling people like every single time I go through TSA, they always happen to check my groin for whatever reason. There's always like some sort of point of interest in my groin every single time I pass TSA. And I don't know why. And that's an example of a travel video. Or like you go to Hawaii and you're like, Waikiki is just mid. You know what I'm saying? Like the beach in Hawaii overall. It's like Waikiki is just mid. It's just based off of your general opinions, but it's stuff that you notice from all of your travels. And the last version, the last content bucket, is roughly controversial takes. Anything that you feel like anybody has thought, but won't say it online, but you will say it because you genuinely believe in it. Like, one of my controversial takes is that fitness trainers shouldn't be fat, they should be fit. I think most people can agree with that, but there are a certain percentage of people that'll be like, how could you say that? That's so insensitive, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Anyway, but the reason why I say Yap videos are absolutely important is because they will teach you to struggle. And this is now tying it all back, going back full circle to the whole point of this video is essentially more people should struggle. And the only way that you can do that, especially with just growing your platforms overall, is by putting out more volume. And what happens when you literally go through putting out more volume is that you come to days where you don't want to post anymore. You don't want to post a video that will take you 15 minutes to make because there's so much stuff that you have to do in order to make it happen. But I'll leave this video with this overall. The way that I actually counteract that, or like kick that in the butt and tell that, no, because I get this feeling all the time, trust me, especially when I'm making these videos for YouTube. I'll be like, no, I don't want to do this at all, like why are you even in my brain? It's this very simple reason, really. It's that humans really, they subject themselves to negativity all the freaking time. It's like we're literally wired to just focus on negativity overall, so then it makes us not do stuff. So a really good way to counteract this, right, is something that I learned from The War of Art, which is essentially a book that you can read. It's very easy read. It's like 200, 300 pages, and it'll teach you to take discipline and bite it in the butt and kick it in the butt too. It essentially takes all of the tasks that you wouldn't necessarily want to do on a given basis and just frame it in the sense of like, okay, you don't have to do an hour of it. You don't have to do 16 minutes of it or 15 minutes of it. All you have to do is just start with a minute or 30 seconds. Because what happens, it becomes a snowballing effect, right? It's essentially you waste, or I guess not waste, but like you spend so much time thinking about doing the thing and how much you're going to hate it, that all that energy and all that time could be used to just start. Because that's oftentimes the point at which that separates us from actually doing the thing and not. Because at least if you start, you'll be more inclined to finish, right? So my point to all of you is that when you're making more videos, because you have to suffer in order to be successful, like people should be able to accept more suffering overall in order to get to the places where they want to go. Like, that is my genuine belief. I will do as much as possible and as long as possible in order to make it to where I want to go. And that's how people should treat their content. That's how people should treat their social media. That's how people should treat their personal brand. If they don't, they'll literally be people who start and stop literally all the time and not take into consideration what could have been. And I don't know about you, I would rather take more suffering and realize what could have been to what actually is than just literally sit back and then think to myself, is this a regret? So if you could just literally just take ownership of the fact of that feeling, like that anxiety, that kind of like gnawing feeling that you don't want to do something, and then just take a page out of The War of Art and literally just say, I'm just going to start. And whatever happens, happens. More often than not, 9 times out of 10, especially from my own experience, you will finish the thing. You will do the thing. It doesn't have to be great. It doesn't have to be your life's work or anything like that. It just has to be done. Because at the end of the day, that's what separates you from everybody else who don't. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that is my video for today. If you like the video and you like videos about like content, social media marketing, building a personal brand, making videos, etc., 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 literally any of those videos, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, put the comments, like put literally in the comment section what you want to hear about next about any of those topics that I mentioned before. Also, if you're a business owner or want to be a business owner that literally creates videos for other people, you can literally click the first link in the description, because I have a community, a coaching program, and a course that you can use in order to make a 6-figure business making videos for other people in roughly 90 days. And everybody's crushing it over there, and we'd love to have you. Other than that, don't stop watching now. If you like the video so flippin' much, you can click a video around here, around the screen. YouTube's recommending you something that you should watch on my channel overall. Otherwise, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.